and welcome to the official first episode of the Naked Earth podcast. I'm Leo Rivero, the creative director behind Naked Earth, and I'm here with my amazing wife, graphic designer, intellectual, incredible woman, Alyna Rose.
Thank you. Thank you. That's so sweet. I'm really happy to be here and to kickstart our podcast together. Super exciting.
Very exciting, and I'm so grateful that I get to do this with you, with my love, with my wife, and building our dreams together.
Oh yeah, that's what it's about.
So in this intro, we are introducing Naked Earth, who we are, our mission and purpose in creating this podcast. And I'd love to ask you on a personal level, what does Naked Earth stand for to you?
I think for me, Naked Earth stands for hope. I feel like there's a lot of I feel like there's a war going on right now between dark and light, between shadow and bright. And I think that a lot of people are losing hope. And sometimes I feel without hope. And I feel like Naked Earth, it gives that hope, it gives that purpose, and it gives that radical self love. Because through working with Naked Earth, I feel like I've found my hope, I've found my purpose, and I've fallen deeper in love with myself. And I hope that everybody feels that from our amulets and from all our creations. I really, really pray and hope that they inspire others and that they help you reclaim the lost pieces of yourself. Yeah. So, thanks. What does Naked Earth mean to you?
I definitely agree with a lot of what you said, the light and the dark, and just really wanting to be a beacon of hope. And for me, there was this idea I heard a long time ago that business can make more of an impact in the world than politicians can. And I
Mm,
think even that is showing in the world today, with so many influences by business people in the political world and how much money can really make a difference.
yeah.
And for me, it's like I've always been an entrepreneur. I've always been an artist. And this version of Naked Earth, as we're like starting to crack down and get more serious and just being really disciplined on how to build a business and not so much just like I am an artist and I make money making art. Like, no, actually making a brand and a business where it's not just about me and my art. It's about everybody that the art touches and everybody that gets inspired by the art and the message and what kind of change and what kind of change we can make in the world. Like land back movements to indigenous groups and tribes. Like funding care for trans people, mainly land back. It's like mainly land back, and this idea that when the land is back in indigenous hands, it will help and heal all humans. And I think we can do that through art, jewelry, clothes, whatever it is that we decide to sell and make money, but like using that money to honestly be the change we want to see in the world.
Yeah.
And so we're making this podcast. We hide so much behind the computers and like making short form content and spending lots and lots of time in Procreate and Canva. And so I'd love to hear a bit of your intention with this podcast, Alina, and then I'll share mine too.
Yeah, I just feel like we have such life-changing conversations all the time. And, like, I just love that for us. Like, I love that we get to be married and work together. And, like, there's so much juice and, like, so much amazing stuff that happens on both planes. And I just feel like I feel ready to start to share some of that. And I also feel really excited for all the connections that we've been making the past few years and like giving other folks an opportunity to share their perspectives of guests that we'll have on. We've just connected with some of the most amazing people. And it just feels so selfish to like keep all the medicine for myself. Like I want to be able to share that with the world. And we have the privilege of having so many amazing conversations behind doors. And it's like, I want to make these conversations more accessible. I want to make it more of a community vibe where people can hear it and be a part of it. And I want this to be more of a movement. Like, there are billions of other jewelry companies out there. Like, we didn't get into this for the jewelry. Like, we got into this to create artwork and to create a movement that heals people's souls and inspires people to reclaim the lost parts of yourself. And I just feel really excited to continue to take steps towards that. And part of that is just being brave enough to have conversations that are often really private and hidden. And like, I'm not gonna lie, like it's scary, you know? It's scary. We talk about so much behind closed doors. We talk about trauma. We talk about you being trans and us being a queer couple. We talk about sex. We talk about love. We talk about running a business together. We talk about co-parenting our dog. We talk about traveling across the world. And that's just in our personal life on top of all of the conversations that we have about work, about money and about credit scores and about debt and about overheads and about collections. Like, there's so much that we talk about. And then, of course, the greater mission and the greater vision. And I think we just need more authentic spaces in the world to talk about these things. And I'm really excited to be co creating that with you because I love you so much. I value your wisdom. And I think that not a lot of people have access to like a two-spirit friend. And like I think everybody needs like Leo in their life. I think everybody needs
Heyo, it's a two-spirit friend, Leo.
we should make that our jingle. No, for real. I need to figure that out in Ableton. But I think everybody needs a two-spirit friend. Kind of like everyone has like a gay friend, gay best friend. Everyone needs a two-spirit gay best friend, a two-spirit best friend. So yeah, I'm just excited to keep having these conversations.
Yeah, well said. Well said. I feel like just over the last 2 years of like welcoming you into my world and baby of Naked Earth, like you really have one helped create and hone in on what the actual like mission and road is. It's like I built this like dirt road, right? I'm like, all right, this is where we're going. It's like choppy, there's potholes. It's like you probably shouldn't be that close to that cliff. And like you've come in with like the asphalt and you're just like road, it's like making a clear road and
I'm
like putting those
coming.
guardrails up.
I'm coming with the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like refined the structure that you already had.
Right. And so hearing you share what kind of the mission and purpose of this podcast is to you and even just Naked Earth in general, it's you hit the nail on the head and I don't even know if I could have said it better myself.
Well, let me ask you then, because we've been together for 3 years. We've had so many conversations about life and work, and I'm curious, why do you want to have this podcast? Why did you start this podcast?
Honestly, I feel like I've always wanted to interview people and talk to people, thrive on one-on-one connections. I'm totally guilty of going quiet in group settings. So like my spirit really shines in one-on-one spaces. So I think I'm really excited about that and like throwback to Elliot from like 2015, 2016, who was making a little YouTube channel, like interviewing my friends of like what makes you happy. Like I feel like it was kind of always in there.
Mhm.
But I think what really set the momentum going for this podcast now is like we reached out to 50, 60 podcasts to be a guest on, and receiving one yes was deeply frustrating because there's so many conversations I want to have. And like you said, there's so many topics that we talk about, so much experiences we've both been through, you with your endometriosis and like healing that, that's its own thing in itself. Like,
Mhm.
and my whole two spirit journey and like being in men's circles and being in women's circles and like,
Healing myself from
and we know so many cool people. Yeah, we
coming out
know.
of Orthodox Judaism. It's never ending. The amounts of conversations we have about this stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
there's
got
a lot there.
we got tons of episodes stored inside. So I think, yeah, that really just tipped the scale to want to start this podcast is feeling a lack of that kind of space to access and enter into. And I think it feels kind of natural that we're building a brand and a community and almost like a lifestyle around Naked Earth and like gathering people, like-minded people together. Podcast just kind of really made sense. The YouTube thing felt a little hard to just be me talking at the camera like like life and being human is about relationships.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to see what comes through in this podcast and also just sharing some of our conversations, you and I, outside of having amazing guests and friends and acquaintances and powerful people that are making change in the world. Um, I'm excited to bring the conversations that we have, you and I, to the surface because I think they're important. And I think we have a lot to share and illuminate for people who choose to listen and tap into us.